Welcome everyone to another episode of Chuckle Sandwich. I'm Schlatt, and I'm with Ted,
Hey, it's me, Ted.
and we're here with
I'm tall and stupid, and I just keep
God,
yapping.
you are-
Yap is all I do. I look like a fucking preschooler.
You're on
right
something
now.
else today. Also, complaining
God.
about yapping on a podcast. That's
I'm
new.
one outfit decision away from a little fucking propeller on the top of my head.
Dude. Yeah, you need a little propeller hat. Don't you have? Wait, don't I feel like you have one for some reason?
No.
No, I wish you did.
No.
That'd be awesome. That'd be excellent if you had one. I think that'd be really cute. I think you'd look really cute with one of those on.
I could give it a little flick.
Yeah.
I start levitating a little bit, flying up a little bit.
We need to
because
get
of the
Schlatt.
drag.
Do you still have that P.O. box?
Yeah.
People start sending little twirly hats
No,
to
don't
his
send me
P.O.
anything.
box.
Don't send me anything. It's a mistake. The P.O. box is not open anymore.
Oh, okay.
It's not open.
It'll get
Private
sent back
P.O.
to
box.
You. It'll get sent back to you.
It'll come right back.
Before we go into this, I need to make something clear because people seem to be a little bit confused on what Tucker's role is on this podcast, and I need to make it clear to everyone now because I've only been calling him a cherub. Tucker is the producer of the podcast. He's a part of the team and he's a part of the podcast, but he is not like a main host like Tucker or like Schlatt and I. He's like the producer. That's what like a Jamie is on Joe Rogan or something like that. Or you've got plenty of them on like the H3 podcast. Most podcasts have like the guys that sit in the seats on the main set, and then you'll occasionally see someone off to the side in like a chair or something, and they've got a mic or something. And it's a common thing. And I understand that you guys, maybe some of you listeners are used to the YouTuber podcasts where it's just like a bunch of guys on Discord.
That's what this is.
But
that is what this is, though.
But sometimes it's not. But sometimes it's not.
Sometimes it's not. And we just really want to drill it into you that Tucker is below us.
We've got this new website service that we're going to be doing where you guys can send in your voice messages into Chuckle Mail. You can still submit to the normal Chuckle Mail form, Google form that we have, but there is this website called speakpipe.com. If you go to speakpipe.com/chuckle sandwich, submit us your voicemail message, your questions, your comments, and we will be listening to them on the next episode, and we'll love to see you there. And we'll do, and even if it's past that episode, make sure to submit there because we'll be doing it a lot more in the future because it's going to be a great new thing we're going to do on Chuckle Sandwich. Either way, today, Chucklers, we're doing something very special. Schlatt, take it away. Give him the rundown.
Tier listing fast food.
Boom. He's quick with his words. He makes a long story short.
That first one, listen, this first one is a mystery to me. A&W. I thought that was a soda, not a fast food.
It is a soda. But they do have
okay,
brick and
so
mortar
why
locations.
the heck they have brick and mortar locations? In Utah?
Yeah, they've got. You can get an official A&W root beer float if you wanted to have a location. Yeah, there's one.
That's
pretty.
preposterous.
When I was
I
going
don't
to
like
Ithaca,
that.
there's one nearby Ithaca in like some like rundown. Like I know that there's one in the general vicinity of Ithaca, but it's not in Ithaca, and it's like in the greater area. Tucker,
There's one here too.
Oh yeah. There's one near where
and
Tucker
I'm close
is.
to Ithaca.
Yeah, Tucker's close to Ithaca, and there's one near him.
I got a root beer float there like 2 months ago. It wasn't that good.
Oh.
No, it wasn't worth it.
Really?
Well, I've never seen one of these places in my entire fucking life, and I don't even know why it's on the list.
Shall we give it an E?
I'll follow your lead.
E as in exist ? That's a pretty good one. I'm realizing now, actually, because Tucker and I did that fast food place, a lot of maybe our opinions from whether or not they would give us a fast food item pull it to the low. Like I would perhaps, I've got two wolves inside of me when I'm looking at Burger King right now, because on one side there's the wolf of when Tucker and I pulled up to the Burger King, we tried to get a Burger King bacon and cheese, like it was like supposed to be like a ham and cheese sandwich.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the special item, and they wouldn't give it to you.
No, they wouldn't give it. And the dude it seemed like almost like nervous that we were even asking for as long as we were. And then I was seeing in the comments later that I think people who work at drive-thrus, they have like a certain amount of time that someone can be at the window, otherwise they'll get like docked for it or something.
Oh, fuck.
And not like
Wow,
No, you disagree based on what, Tucker?
No, not true.
Well, we
Doesn't
got a
happen.
McDonald's in town, dude. It's like 30-minute minimum at the
Yeah,
window.
but, okay, so it's purely anecdotal, is your opinion, is what that's based on. Your 30 McDonald's. Well, but then the other part of my other wolf, is the one time that I was going to China. Remember that? Remember how I always bring this up? I went to China, and at an airport in China, I got a Whopper there, and I didn't speak a lick of Mandarin, so I pointed at a little menu they had for the people that don't speak Mandarin. They have a little menu, and you point at it like a little baby, and I'm like, I want that. And I got a Whopper, and it was like a good burger. It was like a fresh, delicious Whopper. It totally, and it was the first Whopper I ever had, so it totally threw a wrench in my perception of what a Whopper is.
Are we ranking Burger King? Do we want to rank Burger King now?
It'd be sort of strange after me saying all that if we didn't try to rank
Yeah.
Burger King, wouldn't it?
All right. I last time I had Burger King was in 7th grade. It was the day I got my braces off, and it was supposed to be this really happy day, but it wasn't because
Yeah, Burger.
we had Burger King instead of McDonald's.
Why didn't you just go eat popcorn or something?
I don't know. I just don't know. I just don't have an answer for you. This was so long ago in my life.
Okay.
I couldn't possibly justify my actions now.
Yeah, you couldn't.
No, I mean, but the only thing I know about Burger King in recent news is they had a nice logo redesign. I mean, they brought it back to the retro style, so I get a
That's true.
point for that for me. But they lose a point because about a year or two ago, they had that fucking Cha-King ad campaign on
No,
Twitch.
it's
It was the only ad I saw for like a year straight.
They got that
So fuck
song
them.
back too. The BK. You know,
I don't even know what you're
I'm
talking about.
Whopper,
No, I
Whoppers,
don't-
Junior Whopper.
Oh,
put
God,
my
Whopper,
dick
Whopper.
inside
Yeah,
a Whopper.
yeah. All right.
No, it's.
I don't want to. I don't even want to talk about this brand anymore.
Shall we give it like a D or a C? You choose, Schlatt.
D.
D. Sorry. Also, Burger King's a second mover company. Okay, you'll notice that if a McDonald's puts a I learned this actually in college about when I was in a business class, because if a McDonald's spends all this money on their market research, and they'll be like, oh, we need a McDonald's in this town. They'll put a McDonald's in there. And Burger King, their whole thing is based on where does a McDonald's open? We'll bring a Burger King there too, and so they're a second mover competition is what they do. That's just
Yeah, like a little leech.
yeah.
Like a little clam on a whale or whatever those are. Whatever those things are. Those
whale
little
clams.
things.
I think is what it is. Yeah.
Whale clams. Yeah.
Don't make that face, Tucker.
Yeah,
What was that?
D.
What was that? You made a little face there.
Are you guys talking about barnacles?
Nah, man, we're talking about whale.
Yeah,
No, shut up. We're not talking about that. We're talking about whale
Talking about
clams.
clams.
Fucking asshole.
Whams, as I call them.
Whams. Yeah, no, that's the
Fucking
colloquial.
dickhead Tucker.
Dick. Fucking cherub.
Fucking asshole.
Bitch. Okay.
Tucker, you should call out the next.
Do In and Out.
Oh. In-N-Out's a surprisingly controversial place.
There's an In-N-Out here.
Really?
Do you know that?
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're pushing east.
They're not
pushing
gonna
into
they're not gonna
Texas.
push that east. I feel like they're farther.
They've got one in Colorado now too.
They wouldn't go past Colorado. I don't know if they're pushing past
They're in
the
Central
Rockies, though.
Texas. Central Texas. They're in Central Texas. To be fair, Central Texas is now California light anyways, so you kind of have to make them feel at home.
Dude, you're hitting all the points.
But I'll
right
tell
now.
you this. The In-N-Out, it's open very late, so it gets points for that.
Yeah.
But it's not very good. I don't know if this is just because
It could be-
they got to ship the meat to Central Texas, but it's not
They
great.
got
It's
cows
not
in
great. There are
Texas.
better
Why do they
burgers
need
in
to ship
town.
it there?
There's better burgers in town, Ted.
Yeah.
And I had a really awkward experience with the mother of a fan of mine at the In-N-Out, in which she just took a picture of me eating.
Oh, right. I think you told me about that.
Yeah,
That's a really
in the
strange
In-N-Out.
thing because
Yeah.
that must make you feel like you're a caged animal, where you're like
Yeah.
you're
Yeah, it did.
mid bite in a double animal style, and you look up and there's like this woman who's like, oh, and she's got like a phone out pointing at you. You should have smacked it out of
Yeah.
her hand.
That's a battery.
Hitting the phone,
Yeah.
but if it doesn't, just be an accurate smack.
That's like it's like their property though. you know?
Destruction of property.
Yeah.
Okay, why all of us? Okay, I know I have a problem with this. Why is it that all of a sudden I suggest doing something a little drastic, and then all of a sudden Schlatt's about laws, and he's about like
Ted, that's violence, man.
this is You have a problem
I'm
with
not
violence?
a violent.
Are you kidding
I'm
me?
not a violent man. I'm not a violent man.
This is the Gaslight Ted podcast.
Ted, I'll gaslight you a little
I'm not
more.
violent.
In-N-Out's planning on expanding into Tennessee around Nashville.
What? Why would they do that?
Yeah. Probably for a tax break. I think they're going to move an office there and then start opening locations.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, everyone's leaving California, Ted. No one likes it there. Admit it.
I like California. I genuinely
Sure.
like living here. Don't give... Tucker's doing a double thumbs down, man. That fucking sucks. Okay, well, let's talk about In-N-Out. Popular Tennessee fast food chain In-N-Out.
Not crazy about it. Not crazy about it. This is C for me.
Here's a point that I think I'll make that I think is an important point, and a lot of In-N-Out truthers will make this point when talking about it, because I've heard a lot of conversation around this topic, and that is you don't compare In-N-Out to something like a Five Guys or a restaurant burger. Like, you're not comparing it to your fucking truffle blue cheeseburgers. Like, you're comparing it to a McDonald's or a Burger King. And in that instance, I think with the customization and the various aspects of an In-N-Out, it would put it in a B for me.
What do you mean the customization?
Oh,
they have one thing on the menu.
Okay, so have so you've never like gone and like done all the little doohickeys to an In-N-Out burger?
What do you mean the doohickeys?
Most of the menu exists off of the menu.
Okay, well that's fucking stupid. So that loses points in my book.
So we're definitely next time you're in LA, we're definitely gonna go to In-N-Out and we're gonna get you a proper In-N-Out burger. There's also something you
What is this like? What do you go up to the register and do like a bubble bass order? You hide the pickles under your tongue, you fucking idiot.
Yeah, basically. Honestly, you would go up
Jesus
you would
Christ.
go up there and you'd say, I want a fucking 3x3 animal style, protein style.
3x3, yeah,
with
triple
chopped
bossy patty
chilies.
deluxe, yeah, 4x4 animal style, extra shingles with a shimmy and a squeeze, light axle grease too, and then they're like coming right up, Ted
Dude, you
Nivison.
have no idea why that was so. I'll tell you right now, that was funny, but I'll tell you specifically why that was funny to Tucker.
Why?
Because you said shimmy and a squeeze. Specifically, that is what got Tucker. Admit it, Tucker.
It's more of the shingle. That's
Really?
such a funny one.
I thought you would have liked the shimmy and the squeeze part.
Well, I just love the accuracy.
But yeah.
Yeah,
I-
well, I was
that's-
reading it off of Wikipedia.
Don't break.
Sorry, I ruined. Sorry.
Yeah, you don't have to tell me that.
No,
Someone was gonna call it out in the
Well,
comments.
now-
I mean,
now-
there was a bright light shining on my face from the page. So
here's what I'll
now I'm
say.
gonna look up porn.
One thing that I will say that is a pretty fun thing to get at In-N-Out.
Jesus, that cock is massive.
And you'll probably have you might have an issue with this when I say it, Schlatt. But the protein style is when you can replace the buns with pieces of lettuce. Okay? And what this does...
Why would you-
no,
why would
okay,
you-
no, You gotta listen to me. You gotta listen to
Why
me.
would
You
you-
gotta listen to me.
Okay.
You gotta listen to me.
Okay.
What this does is it removes the bun from the scenario. And, you could get like a toasted bun, a buttered toasted bun at In-N-Out as well. And that's perfectly good. And there's nothing wrong with that. But something special about the protein style is that when you remove the bun, all of a sudden the meat, the cheese, all of the internal ingredients become far more like apparent, and it becomes this like cheesy, meaty goodness. And you also get the crunch of the lettuce. It's wonderful. It's like a refreshing burger almost. It's fantastic.
That's, first of all, not a burger. Second of all, you can get lettuce on a burger if you want.
No.
a crunch.
You take that lettuce, you put it on the top and the bottom.
I know.
And
I
it's
know,
messy.
but that's
Trust
silly.
me, it's a sloppy job.
Yeah, that's just not something I don't think anyone should be interested in. That's a mutation of a burger that shouldn't exist. That's
Okay.
That's like burger crisper, and I don't fuck with that. That's Neuralink for burgers.
I want it at a B.
That's deep.
I want it at a B.
B. Oof.
Well, because I would say an A.
Fine, but
I would
I'm
say
not
an A,
happy.
and you-
Fine, but I'm pissed. Fine, but I'm pissed.
Fair. That's fair. Fine, but I'm pissed.
We should do Whataburger next because it's kind of the comparable, the regional chain.
F.
Never have
F.
it. I can't.
No,
I can't even
F.
say anything. That's
Nope.
What is that?
Everyone
what's that-
talks up Whataburger. I was excited to try a Whataburger when I moved to Texas. And it was the most milquetoast, underwhelming food I've ever
good,
eaten.
milquetoast.
And it's not the quality of it is not F tier, but just the disappointment of how just utterly ordinary it was puts me at F
That's
tier.
a good roast there. Utterly ordinary. Man, if you really want to hurt someone's feelings, you could just be like, man, I hate how utterly ordinary you are. That would ruin someone's day. that would
It's
send
true.
them that would make someone spiral.
It's true, man. It's like it's C tier food, but there's no reason anyone needs to be talking this place up. The only plus it's got is that it's open 24/7. A lot of them. So.
Okay, that is pretty good. So it's good for the degeneracy in you. Like if you've got like a good
Yeah.
buzz going post bar, and you're like, I'm gonna get some Whataburger, and you order it and you just inhale it like a vacuum cleaner, one of those wet dry vacuum cleaners too. Everything gets picked up by it.
Everything gets everything. But the problem, dude, I got a gripe. I have a gripe.
Ooh, okay. Say your gripe.
I'm like fucking Colin and Samir right now. I have a gripe, okay?
Yeah, do they say
And
that
it's
a lot?
that the only reason that Whataburger gets points for the 24/7 thing is because no one else does it in Texas. For some fucking reason, Austin is like a very sleepy city. Nothing's open past 10. And like you'll go to New York and like 24/7 fast food is not even like people don't even think twice.
Yeah,
Like,
the bars
that's
are
just a
open
thing
until
that everything
4 in New York City, right?
Yeah, fucking everything's open in New York. Fucking everything forever.
That's one thing New York has over
That's-
LA
yeah.
is bars close at 2 in LA, and I think the bars close at like 4 in New York. I could be wrong though. Anyways, so Whataburger's down there at F. What's this last one that we added to the end of the tier list? Audio listeners love you to death. We got a tier list. You should watch the video version of this if you want to see what we're looking at. But anyways, what's it called? That last one, Zaxby?
Zaxby's. That's Zaxby's.
What is Zaxby's? I've never heard of this
It's
before.
it's a chicken place. It's a chicken place.
Well, I like chicken, but is it good?
No,
So F?
no. I put it maybe E.
I just have to trust you
Yeah,
for that one. So
No, I don't. I'm not a fan of Zaxby's. It's one of those things where like you wish any other chicken place was there instead of a Zaxby's.
yeah,
You know?
yeah.
One time it was completely raw.
Oh. See, that's something that you'd expect a chicken place to just never do. Is serve their chicken, their main thing, on the logo of their establishment raw.
Yeah, yeah. You'd think they'd have to get that right
Gross.
to be in business.
Okay.
We should do another chicken place. Why don't you guys do like a Popeyes versus Chick-fil-A?
Ooh.
I like Chick-fil-A.
Okay.
Chick-fil-A's good.
I have a. This might be a hot take.
Okay.
I believe in my heart of hearts, I think Popeye's chicken is miles ahead of Chick-fil-A. But with the one caveat being every time I bite into Popeye's chicken, it's like a fucking timer in my gut that just explodes like an hour later, and I'm on the toilet and I feel like absolute shit
Yeah.
for hours. Hours. I can't handle my Popeyes for whatever reason. But
So maybe that
the
tells you
spicy
that the chicken
sandwich,
itself
bro.
is maybe not as good. So are we comparing
Well,
the
I mean,
spicy
it
chicken
tastes
sandwiches,
good.
or what are we comparing here?
When I go to a chicken place, I want a spicy chicken sandwich. So that's how I would judge the Chick-fil-A versus Popeyes. Both are good. Popeyes is better. It's crispier. The spice is better. But it always lands me with a less than favorable visit to the toilet.
Okay.
So I'd probably put them pretty evenly matched.
Tucker and I once went to a Popeyes when we were driving into Louisiana when we were on a road trip together. We went to a Popeyes, and it was a really, really not good experience, and it was weird. It was just like it was like one of those, like, it's times where you go to like a fast food place in the middle of nowhere where you've never been before, and you go in, and it's just like the vibes are off. There's something going on. Like so, and that's really the only experience
like-
that I have with
get that.
Popeyes.
I get it. It's like going into a Checkers.
Yeah, I've never even
at 2
been
in the
into a
morning.
Checkers, so I'm sure
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I'm sure the next time I
Yeah.
go into a Checkers, I'll look around
Some
and I'll
people
say,
will know what that's
and I'll say,
like.
I was warned about this. I'll like hear your voice reverberating in my brain, and you'll be like, watch out for Checkers. Don't go to Checkers, Ted.
Go into the bathroom, third stall from the right.
Is it dead body in there?
Come see me.
Oh, they got a moaning myrtle in Checkers.
Yeah. So look, I'm a big fan of good chicken. I think it's one of my favorite things to get. If we're talking fast food, I put both of them at A.
Yeah, I would too. I'll tell you one thing. Honestly, one of my favorite things to get at Chick-fil-A is not even Chick-fil-A. It is to get the cookies and cream milkshake, and then get the fries, and this is something I learned from my father. So this is something I learned from my father, and maybe people won't be into this, but I like taking those waffle fries and I like dipping them in the cookies and cream shake and
That's
eating
fair.
it because
That's
it's
fair.
just the
People
salt.
like that.
The salt on the waffle fries at Chick-fil-A, at least the local one that I live near, is really good. And Tucker's had the local Chick-fil-A that I order from, and you can attest, it's pretty good.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Chick-fil-A is just easy. The chicken is always good. You know what you're getting every time.
But then they've got the Sunday. They've got the religion.
Yeah,
Putting religion in the business. What are we doing?
They got good ice cream, but the fries might just be my personal experience. Always soggy.
At
Always
Chick-fil-A
soggy.
for
Maybe it's just the Austin locations,
the
but
Austin.
they're always fucking soggy.
I'd be surprised too. You'd expect that there would be crispy fries at Mega Church Central.
No, I guess
That's
not.
weird.
I guess not.
That's fucking weird. I don't know how I feel about that. Okay. Well,
But yeah, that's how I feel.
All right.
That's how I feel. I feel like the Popeyes chicken is better, but always have fucking diarrhea and feel like shit after it. So
How about KFC?
okay. So KFC.
this one I have no strong
So
feelings
KFC
about.
is
I
like
really don't.
weird. It's like that is KFC gave me like acid reflux when I was like 13. Like I was
And then you probably
I
just
was
never
like,
did it again,
Well,
right?
yeah, it was when how I think they brought this back recently, but they initially years ago, like a decade ago, they had this sandwich where it was 2 pieces of chicken and then shit in the middle. It was like the bun was
What?
pieces of chicken.
They shit in the middle of the sandwich?
Not like actual feces, but like they had like cheese and sauces and stuff, and it was like this little sandwich, and it was so good.
Okay.
It was so. My mouth's watering even thinking about it right now. I mean, but it poisoned my body a little bit. So, but I mean, KFC, they've got a good mascot. The Colonel.
They do.
Ours is a little
Colonel.
cursed looking.
Yeah. Our version
that's
is
a little bit demonic.
scary.
I'd probably we'd have to put it below Popeye
Yeah,
Chick-fil-A though.
yeah.
So surely we should
Look,
put it at a C.
I don't feel strongly about this chain at all. I put it at a C. Yeah. I mean, if you want chicken in Texas, you're not going to KFC. I'll put it that way.
I'll tell you one chain that I feel really strongly about, and this goes out to all my
that?
Midwesterners out there because I've driven through there a lot.
Okay.
And every time that Eddie and I have gone on the road trips, well, I don't think I discovered it maybe for the first time on the rainforest trip, but then it was like a requirement to stop there on the Margaritaville trip. And I will say, without a doubt, this needs to go in the S category. It is Culver's.
Never had it.
They
Never
have
had it.
fried cheese curds at Culver's.
That sounds gross. Curds. I hate the word curds.
Okay, have you ever had a mozzarella stick?
Sounds like turds.
Okay, that's great.
So
I'm
I
glad that
instantly think of shit.
A mozzarella
instantly
stick is
think of
just a
shit.
long cheese curd.
Yeah, that's what I'm.
Is it
Basically.
really?
Yeah,
Basically.
yeah.
Wow.
But then you've got the quality of Wisconsin cheese going on there, and they're perfect. They're literally perfect, and they've also got like ice cream there that they can give you, and they've also got this.
Have ice cream there that they can give you?
They've got ice cream there, and you can purchase the ice cream too. It's
What
not
a
just
strange way
it's
to
not
say
just
that.
for display.
Okay.
And they've got like these fucking melts you can get. Like I'm talking sourdough with a burger patty and then cheese, and it's not a soggy one either. Because sometimes problems with fast food places is they'll be making a melt and then it comes soggy, and then you're like, okay, well now I'm just covered in wetness. No. Yeah. We've still.
You seem very, very, very passionate
it's
about
not,
this. So
they're not in
I've
LA.
never had it. I've never had it.
Well, because they're not in LA,
I'll give it to you.
and the only time that I can get Culver's is like, there's like maybe one in Arizona, but like most they're in the Midwest. And I can tell you one thing, I'm not really trying to go to the Midwest all the time, so like it's a joy when I go to a Culver's.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever been to that part of the country, nor do I even have the desire to go.
Yeah.
So maybe if I find myself there in some kind of awful situation, I'll maybe go.
Yeah, you'll crawl. Crawl the Culver's.
Ted, I got to make a deal with you. All right, I'll give you your S on Culver's if you give me an S.
Well, that wasn't the
whatever
deal. You just
chain-
let it go there.
Well, hey. I'll let you have an S here if you give me my
It
S.
depends on what it is, because it really depends. It really does depend.
Shake on it.
No, I'm not shaking on it. You need to
Shake on it. All right,
need-
then I hate Culver's. Fucking hate
No,
Culver's.
you can, okay.
Because it's from the
No,
Midwest.
Tucker, don't pull that
There
down
it
to
is.
F.
F, going
Pull
down to
that
F.
shit away from there.
Going on to F.
No.
It's at least C. It's got to be C. I hate the Midwest. Never want to visit there. Give me my S. Give it. Shake.
Hold on, I'm
Shake on
scanning I'm scanning them. I'm scanning them to see if I would have a significant issue with any of these. Oh, yeah, no, I can give it an S, because Tucker's the only one who's going to have a problem with what you're about to do. Shake it.
Shake it. Deal.
Tucker, put that Culver's in S. All right, do it, shot.
White Castle.
Interesting choice.
S.
So White Castle is a White Castle.
White Castle is the bottom of the barrel.
So why are you doing that?
It's the bottom of the barrel. It is. I mean, they give you these little bite-sized burgers.
Yeah.
They're little like it's finger food. You just shove them in your mouth.
I've never been to a
They
White
have an
Castle
item.
before. I just know that
Oh my God.
they're a Midwestern brand, though. That looks pretty good.
Dude.
That last one you just
They
clicked,
have-
Tucker, the White Castle burger thing, to the right. Yeah, there it is. That looks pretty good.
People are gonna be pissed off at this.
I think that's like a.
Have I
a
told you that
fan-made-
I told you that I worked at a? Oh, it's fan made.
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's-
Okay.
Yeah,
Damn.
they're recreating it in a better way.
Have I told you that I
probably.
worked on a commercial in 2018 for White Castle?
No, I had no idea.
I was a Genie swing. I was part of the Griffin Electric department. I was a swing. It was a job I was brought on by this guy named Nat, and it was
Okay.
a Facebook live stream that White Castle was doing where they were promoting these chicken rings. You know those fried chicken rings that you would get in elementary school?
Yeah.
So White Castle started selling those as part of their business model.
That's fucking cool.
And the commercial was basically them doing like whatever those things that old people watch where they're trying to extract money from dementia ridden
What?
old people, where it's like a QVC, where it's like a channel where it's like, oh, we've got this wonderful,
QVC. Yeah,
wonderful
sure,
ring
yeah,
and
yeah.
shit like that.
Yeah, like paid programming. Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
They basically did a parody of one of those programs, except that they were showing off the ring, and then they were putting the ring on their finger, and then they were like showing it off. So that's like the one instance, and they had a bunch of the chicken rings out, and they were bone chilling cold. But
Yeah.
yeah. So that's my one interaction with White Castle, is working on something for
I
their
will
marketing.
fully admit, man. I'll fully admit to everyone listening, I don't think the food is that good. But there's something. You know when you're spiraling. You know.
Oh yeah.
You know when shit is just really going downhill, and
Sure.
you need something to like match that energy. You go to White Castle, open 24/7.
I don't know if there's many people out there that are actively spiraling and they're like, I want to spin this baby up more. And then,
go to White Castle.
go out of their way
Listen.
to choose something. Nobody's
Listen to
matching
me,
the
Teddy.
energy of a crisis. No one.
You listen to me, Teddy. You listen to me. You walk into White Castle at 2 a.m. You go, I need a Crave case. It's a fucking suitcase full of burgers. And then the guy looks at you funny because they're like, oh, that's just for you? And then you're like, all right, and 2 drinks. So it doesn't look like it's fucking just you eating the entire Crave case.
Well, they definitely would if your response to them saying just for you, you say, all right, and 2 drinks.
2 drinks. I need 2 drinks. Oh my God, you eat it in the car. Just parked outside the White Castle so no one could see you. My God. Oh, Jesus.
It sounds like White Castle kind of has the same energy as Jack in the Box, which is actually not even on our list here. But I would probably put, Jack in the Box pretty low to the F tier category. but I've
Yeah.
definitely ordered Jack in the Box several times while drunk because they never close. And
Yeah.
you can get a bunch of fucking garbage from them. But their curly fries, they're always soggy. They've got these fucking jalapeno poppers that are just, you'll eat them. You'll eat them, and you'll say, this is good in the moment, but you'll be like, why the fuck did I eat all 10 jalapeno poppers from Jack in the Box?
You know what I compare White Castle to? Those fucking sugar cookies at the grocery store with the fucking frosting on them, and you bite
My
into
sister
them, and
loved
you
those
know.
growing up.
Well, I love White Castle.
No, you don't.
All right?
You admitted that you don't
Yes,
like
I do. Yes, I do. No, I do. I love White Castle. I love the vibe. Okay.
Your opinions are and have always been in flux.
I'm a fucked up individual.
You are.
Okay? White Castle. S.
You're a messed
We're
up
leaving
guy.
It there. We're leaving it there.
Hey, look at me. You're a messed up guy.
I got 2 guns behind me on the wall.
I believe it. Because you've got a twisted mind.
We should shift to a breakfast scene and do a Starbucks versus Dunkin'.
Okay.
Dunkin' Donuts.
This is easy for me. I think I know your answer as well, Ted.
Why?
Because we're East Coast.
Oh, I thought you were gonna.
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna position yourself against me because of I'm
No,
from
no, no.
Massachusetts and you're from New York. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. All right.
No.
I would say that Dunkin'
three.
Donuts is probably a B right now, where it stands. It
Yeah.
used to be an S. It used to be an A. Tucker, they're selling fucking avocado toast at Dunkin' Donuts right now. They're selling avocado toast, and they're selling. They got rid of the mango culotta. They got rid of the coffee culotta. They got rid of the coffee culotta. Tucker, listen to my words. Heed my words. You understand?
Yeah, but they have the Charlie, and they have donuts.
With the Charlie.
A for me.
Dunkin's
the
like
Charlie
an E,
D'Amelio
and
drink.
Starbucks says like a D.
Oh yeah, Starbucks is a fucking F for all I care. Actually,
No,
I'd
no.
probably put Starbucks towards a D or maybe even a C. I would put Dunkin'
They
at a
cost
B.
the same thing these days.
I would put
and Starbucks
I would do B Dunkin', C Starbucks.
I'm more biased. I'm more biased for donuts rather than coffee. So Dunkin' was always my choice, and East Coast pride a little bit puts Dunkin' up top. Don't care for Starbucks one bit. Yeah, I think B and D is a good split.
Yeah. I'll tell you one thing that would have pulled Starbucks up to a C for me is that they've really been working on their sandwich game over there on
Really?
Starbucks. Yeah. Yeah, they got various different types. They've got like 12 sandwiches now that you could different sandwiches you could order, and they're all pretty good.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, if you're ever in a hotel or something and they've got like a little Starbucks there, try one of their sandwiches for breakfast. They're pretty good. And they're small servings too. Like it's you're not like you can get like a 400-calorie sandwich or something like that. It's good.
You guys should attack all of the pizza places.
Pizza place.
F.
No,
F,
no.
F, F.
That's gonna end the episode way too quickly.
F.
What are you doing, man? What are you doing? Little Caesars. I've never had Little Caesars before, so I could put
It's
I
nothing
pizza.
special.
I could put that in F.
$5 hot and ready. F.
Domino's A.
F. What are you fucking talking
No, you don't
about?
understand the history that Tucker
Domino's
and I have.
A?
No, you don't understand the history
Oh
that
my
Tucker and I
god,
have
that's
with
the
Domino's.
most New England shit I've ever heard.
What do you mean?
Dude.
New England? What do you mean? No, it's not about.
Because you're so close to the good pizza, and yet you have to fucking rely on the stupid
Dude, we
shitty
have
chains
good
like
pizza.
Domino's.
We have
man.
good pizza in.
So then why are you
This
putting it at
proves
A?
you don't understand.
This proves you don't understand a lick about what you're
Ted,
talking about.
next time, maybe next episode's mid-episode, I'll show the receipt.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I got it.
Oh, the receipt where it was like. Yeah. No.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about. Where it was like.
You guys are gonna get shit for this.
No, we're not going to get shit because I'll tell you one
You're
thing
gonna
that
get
you
shit
need
for
to
this.
understand about
Okay.
Domino's Pizza.
Fine.
Is that Domino's
Fine.
Pizza is not a pizza place and should not be placed in the same category as like a New York slice from Joe's or something like that. You fucking prick. It's a fast
Or
food
Rose's.
place. It's a fast food place. Domino's is a fast food place. You can order fucking loaded tots there. You can order their fucking Parmesan bread bites that will kill your body, but they're so goddamn good that it feels so good in the moment. You can get a pan. I can't tell you how many times Tucker and I have ordered pans for each other over our childhood. Where you're like, oh, you're gonna get me a pan? You buying? Yeah, I'm buying. I'm buying you a pan pizza, baby, with bacon and pepperoni.
So it's fast. That's what it is.
Yeah,
it's fast
but
food.
it's like-
Let me tell you what else is fast. All right, you fucking asshole. Walk into any pizzeria, say I want a slice of pizza. They fucking give it to you. You pay $1.25. You're at the door, and it's way better than Domino's. This is bullshit. You're gonna get
It's
shit
not
for this.
better than Domino's.
You're gonna
it's
get Ted,
different.
You're gonna get in trouble for this. You're gonna get in trouble for this opinion,
Okay,
Ted.
okay, I get it. But listen to this. If I
don't
had
agree.
the option of putting, Serrano's brick oven pizza at an S, I would. And that's why that's why I wasn't throwing Domino's an S, because it's not an S.
It's not A. It's not even anywhere close to A. What are you talking about,
You
man?
put fucking White Castle at S, dude. What you're
It's the vibes. It's the vibes.
There's no
okay?
vibes here. Your entire
There's a time and a place.
structural.
There's a time and a place for White Castle, and there's not for Domino's. Anywhere in the Northeast, bro, pizza is right there at your fingertips. You can go to anywhere, say, "Give me a slice," and then they fucking give it to you.
You listen to me, you cockamamie fuck. Okay?
Fucking
The
cocksucker.
entire structural integrity of your opinion dissolved the moment you were like, I'm gonna make a deal with you, Ted. And then you made me make a deal with you, and they were like, I'm gonna put White Castle at fucking S. All right? The people don't trust you right now. The listeners, audio listeners, love you to death. They don't trust you. They don't. Maybe some of these people haven't even seen your face, and they're like, I bet he looks like a fucking rat.
And they'd be right. But you know what? I'm right here. And everyone knows with the head on their shoulders that Domino's is not deserving of A. You're going to put Domino's? Ted.
Tucker,
You're putting Domino's
back me
on
up.
the same... Stop talking and think for a fucking second, Ted. You're putting Domino's at the same level as Chick-fil-A?
Yeah, it's a fast
You're
food
putting
place.
Domino's above In-N-Out? Like, this is ridiculous.
Yeah, because
this is ridiculous to me.
because
Domino's has served us honorably for years, without fail.
without fail. Thank you, Tucker, for that little tag in there. Okay? Because Domino's, okay, you got to think about it this way. It's a Saturday night. You're on games with the boys, all right? You're doing a couple drops into the minis of PUBG, and you're thinking to yourself, man, oh man, I got no class tomorrow. I got no homework right now. It is like fucking, maybe I'd even say it's about to hit winter break right now. We're talking December, baby. And you think to yourself, I'm getting myself some fucking Domino's. You put it in the app exclusively for Domino's, okay? And you see fucking Dominic is preparing your order, and he's putting it in the oven, and then it's on its way, and it shows up, and it's there, and it's hot. You add in maybe fucking 5 cups of the garlic dipping sauce, because why the fuck not? It's good. You dip the pizza in it. You dip the fucking Parmesan bread bites. Domino's is fucking good, but it's not good for you.
Let's move on.
Are you done?
Oh, I'm done. So what do you think about
Great.
Wendy's, Schlatt?
Much better in New York than it is in Texas. Much better. Something is up with all the Wendy's in Texas where they fuck up every order and the food is not as good. There's something to be said about that Frosty, though. Something to be said about that Frosty.
Frosty, they got a good brand going on with the Frosty.
I'm putting Wendy's at B tier if we're in New York.
I'll accept it because I lost a lot of energy to think right now after that Domino's rant.
Yeah.
I'll tell you one thing. Steak and Shake is pretty good the one time I had it.
I've never had it. Never.
Tucker
had it.
didn't seem
I
to
had a
like
bad
that.
experience.
Okay, fine. We'll put it at D. I don't know.
I had it in Yucca Valley, and it was.
Oh, well,
not
you had
good.
it in Yucca Valley. The yuck is in the name, dude.
All right, so we're putting that at D. We haven't finished the other pizza places.
Oh, right.
We have Pizza Hut and then Papa John's as well.
Oh, for all I care, those guys could go at F if we wanted them there.
Oh my God, you're fucking stupid, man.
I'm not
You're fucking
stupid. Don't call me
Fucking
stupid. I don't like it
You're
when you
fucking
call me stupid. It
for this.
hurts my feelings.
You're stupid for this. The only in my perfect world, all of them get F except Papa John's, which gets E.
Okay, fine. Put
Okay.
Papa John's at E. Like, I don't have any
And the
stake
only
in this.
reason,
I don't have any stake in this 'cause
is
I'm not
that for
ordering
it
from these
is
guys.
because they got that garlic sauce.
Okay.
They got that garlic sauce. It's very good.
It's like,
But
Domino's
Jesus
got the
Christ,
garlic.
Domino's at A. Domino's at A, man. I can't. This is fucked up. It's fucked up, man. It's fucked up.
I've never had Quiznos before. Have you had Quiznos?
Quiznos is fucking good.
Really?
Yeah, I like Quiznos.
I'll let you put it up there.
I'll put Quiznos above Subway. You know, it's one of those you make your own things, and generally I find myself exiting the Quiznos with the nice.
I'd be totally okay. I'd be totally okay putting Subway as low as we want, because Subway has a very, and Tucker can attest to this, Subway has a very, very shocking and deep sort of trauma response. The smell of that place for us. When Tucker and I both worked at Staples, we both worked at Staples. The closest place, as in like you could drive there in 30 seconds, was Subway. So when you had your 15-minute lunch break, you go over to Subway to get a sandwich there, and then it takes like 5 minutes or something to get the food, and then you have to drive over. So it's like you got like about 8 minutes to eat. So Subway was the place that you always go to. And granted, I still did.
Or you'd order from
where? Domino's. Yeah,
Domino's.
Right before it shows up. I actually
Because they would deliver.
I never ordered Domino's while I was working.
Well, you didn't really work too much while you worked there.
Yeah. Wait. No,
Well,
I did.
I mean,
I was blocking.
dude, there's a very, you're right. There's a very unique scent in every Subway ever, and it's a thick air to it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't mind it. I go into a Subway every now and then, and I'm like, oh, I remember that. It's a little nostalgic to me, but
Yeah.
I'm not gonna sit here and say I love the food.
It's definitely like Tucker had a special sort of meal that it was like something about it was definitely something where it was like pepper jack and pepperoni were involved in the sandwich. You know what I'm talking about, Tucker?
Yeah. I think I would do the like rotisserie chicken, or it was like shredded chicken.
No, you wouldn't put chicken on there, man. It was turkey.
Well, it was probably turkey. I transitioned
it was turkey, pepperoni,
from
pepper jack, lettuce, tomato,
bacon too. I think.
Yeah,
That was a high school sandwich.
It was a high meat sandwich, high meat, high fat sandwich. But walking in there, in many ways trauma, but also sort of like your sanctuary in many ways, because there was that one guy that always worked there, and he recognized you when you walked in. Anyways, Subway
because you'd be
F,
wearing
though,
a Staples uniform.
There's some pent up frustration there. I'll let you guys put it at F if that's what your
Stop
heart
saying
really
that you're
wants.
letting us do these things. Like you're
I'll
giving
let
us
you do
a
it.
gift. Okay?
Well, I didn't want to let you put fucking Domino's at
But
A.
I let you put
so
Whataburger at
I'm
F.
upset about that. But we made a deal, so that was
And
contractual.
I let you put
okay?
Dax.
I let you put Culver's at
Okay,
S.
can we all agree that Auntie Anne's is S tier?
Yeah.
Wait, let's do... Yeah. That's S. That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll tell you one thing. DQ on the, and this happened, actually when we went to the thing. Eddie,
Oh, the thing. Yeah,
there's a
in the middle of
DQ
nowhere.
attached to the
Right,
thing
right.
in
Really?
Yeah. And
Combination thing and DQ?
yeah. And after we went
Fuck
there,
yeah.
before we got back on the road, I ordered a sandwich there, and it was like, oh man, it was good. It was a good sandwich. They have like good sandwiches at DQ, like good burgers and stuff. And they're just like, I don't know. It's like one of those fast food places where they've got like the greasy, tasty, funky options, and they're just good. I don't know. I have
a very, very strong opinion on Dairy Queen.
really.
Okay.
Is it in a positive
you
or
wanna
negative?
hear it? Yeah. Well, hold on.
Okay.
It seems to me like you like
I
Dairy
do.
Queen.
I like Dairy Queen.
So here's the thing. Growing up, there was not a single Dairy Queen near me. Okay?
Okay.
But on road trips we do, you'd start seeing them. Okay? So Dairy Queen became a delicacy for these long road trips. It became something to look forward to because the fucking Blizzard, they served you upside down. Upside down, bro.
Yeah, they do the flip.
Upside
They
down
flip it
ice
every
cream.
time.
That's fucking cool.
Yeah.
That's fucking cool. And it was only like an ice cream place for me. It was only an ice cream place for me growing up. Sorry. But after moving to Texas and seeing how many there are, we fucking love Dairy Queen in this state.
Yeah.
They're everywhere, man. They're everywhere. And the food is decent.
Yeah.
The food is decent. And let me tell there's actually lore to Texas Dairy Queens.
Really?
Yeah.
Where is Dairy Queen from? Like, what was its original state?
I don't know. But there's some lore with Dairy Queens that I think you'll enjoy. So, there's a couple Dairy Queens around here that are fucking awful. Okay?
In Illinois, by the way,
Like-
for the answer there.
Yeah.
There's a couple that are awful.
There's a couple that are really, really bad in the Austin area. And there's a couple that are really, really good. And
We're like
the
competing.
reason they're good, no, well, yes, there's a sub chain of Dairy Queens in the Austin area called Mayfield Dairy Queens.
What?
It's a
Oh,
an-
it's like a
yes,
franchise.
It's an extremely rich family that got into the Dairy Queen business and does it better than any other non-Mayfield family Dairy Queens. It's the difference is almost night and day with these
Can
things.
we try that
You
when
want
we
Dairy
come out?
Queen? You go to a Mayfield Dairy Queen. Yes.
Are we gonna Tucker?
Yes.
You down for that? We're gonna try the Mayfield.
Uh,
Dude, this place
Yeah.
looks romantic. What the fuck?
And you know what? They
he's
pay
cutting
like
the
twice
ribbon
as
with
much.
the fucking cowboy hat. This is great.
They pay twice. They pay fairly, and I think they're the employees always seem happy there, which is not something you
Wow.
can say about the other ones. But I'll say, Dairy Queen is I put it at S tier.
I'll
I
allow
really
that,
enjoy the
especially
food.
because there's nothing that I would never want to take away the nostalgic aspect of a road trip Dairy Queen from you. There's no way. And I also like Dairy Queen, so I'd put it at an S.
Nice.
What do you guys think the comparison between a Blizzard and a McFlurry is?
Blizzard
You can
is so
get
much
you can assuredly get a Dairy Queen Blizzard, and you will not probably
Yeah.
be able to get a McFlurry if you tried.
better. They're never gonna
It's
say
a
sorry.
gamble.
We're
Even
out
if
of
you
Blizzards.
ordered it, even if you ordered it and it said that you ordered it, sometimes it just doesn't show up.
DoorDash.
Yeah,
Remember?
I think,
That was
I
at your
think we
place.
ordered we DoorDashed
Yeah.
something, and Emma didn't get her McFlurry, and it was
Yeah.
that was bad. That was bad because Emma
It
started
was
spinning.
disappointing.
Emma started spinning her arms,
Yeah,
and
she does that.
she's like a Beyblade. It's fucking terrifying.
Yeah.
I haven't been to a Panera in a very long time, but I would put it. I mean, I just have some good times. Like a lot of these places,
Panera's
a lot
good.
of these places, I relate to my high school experience, specifically with Tucker, because Panera we would go to a lot in the town
Yeah.
over, and it was pretty good, and it was like kind of like our equivalent of like going out to a restaurant, kind of. Because we'd go in and we'd sit down.
Yeah. It's nice fast food.
Yeah.
I quite enjoy the idea of soup and bread, and then you get to eat the bread afterwards. That's just fun.
It feels like
That's
you're,
fun.
it's not. It doesn't feel like a regular fast food place. It's like okay, we're having a feast.
Yeah.
Like it's like
It's like glamping.
yeah,
It's glamping.
It's the glamping of fast food. Yeah. No. Okay. I put that up. I put it up in an A.
And they have a good buffalo chicken sandwich that's new to the menu.
Ooh,
So
haven't had
big
that.
vouch on that. Vouch on
Yeah, I
that.
think.
yeah,
What was the
Ace fair.
I would get some
Ace fair.
sort of sandwich. I would get like the pick two thing, but where it was like you get half a sandwich and then you get a
Yeah,
soup.
you get a little
So I get a
soup or
tomato
something.
soup,
Yeah.
and then I would get like I get like the Parmesan tomato soup, and then I would get this sandwich that was like turkey, avocado, tomato and stuff, and it was like
Yeah.
I don't know. It was just I don't know. It was fresh back then. It was good.
It's good. It's good. It's still good.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
like
it's
the
still
name.
good.
Where did you want to put Quiznos? Flat. That seemed
I put Quiznos at B.
okay. Just throw it
I like
there.
Quiznos. They also have a good buffalo chicken sandwich. I mean, I like spicy chicken sandwiches. I think that's the moral of today's
Yeah.
story.
I would put Five Guys pretty high, just because I like Five Guys.
I like Five
I'd
Guys.
put
too.
it at an A.
I don't feel that strongly, but I will say the vibes in there, great vibes.
Yeah, it kind of feels like you're walking into like a deli, like a New York
Yeah.
deli, where it's
Yeah,
like
it's
the
good
people
times.
the
It's
people
good
working
times.
there are kind of yelling at each other. They all got metal. They got that metal bowl where he's fucking salting the fries and he's
Yeah, of
spinning
course.
it
It's
around.
good.
They also have always supported my YouTube dreams, because whenever we've walked in there and had ordered Moses a 10 patty burger, they will still do it.
Really?
Well, yeah, they did it. We started with
Wow.
a 5 patty burger when we went to PAX one year, and then we did an 8 patty burger, and then we did a 10 patty. We did a 10 patty challenge. I think was it we did 5.
I thought we did a 5 first, and then maybe we did.
we 8.
Did we do an 8?
I think we
Or
did.
did we
a
go right to 10?
I think maybe we did 10. Yeah, maybe we went 5 and then we went 10.
I thought. Well, 1 never made it to video.
Oh yeah, and you
The
might still
right?
have the video of it, but we have
I've got some
we
good
have
footage.
We have footage of when we were filming it, and I just filmed it wrong anyways. I tried to make it like a live stream thing. It was weird. But
Oh yeah.
we have footage from when we tried to film the 15 patty challenge where Moses was just putting burgers, he was putting them down his gullet, and he just couldn't do it, and it was the dead of winter, and Moses, we have this footage of Moses hurling chunks of hamburger patties onto the street on in a Petco parking lot.
I didn't need to hear any of this.
I should post that
And I
on
remember,
my
and
channel.
I remember going back into that area. Weeks later because it was the dead of winter in Massachusetts, and the barf was still frozen on that parking lot. I could still see it. was there
I'm
for
gonna
weeks.
post
I didn't need to
that.
hear any of that. I didn't need to hear any of
It's
that.
hilarious. Moses was throwing
It's
up,
terrible.
and I think I was doing this thing where I was
Great.
like posing next to him as he's hurling. It was awesome. It was
Yeah, that is classic. That's a classic thing to do.
yeah.
People will find it.
And Moses is like he kind of screams when he throws up a little bit, you know? Where he's like
It's a terrifying visual.
yeah. So yeah, the lot of great
Five
things.
Guys A? Five Guys A?
Five Guys.
Yeah,
A,
okay.
absolutely.
And so, do they have peanuts at all the Five Guys?
Oh, you couldn't.
I think that might be phasing out.
What? They're phasing out the peanuts?
Well, Texas Roadhouse got rid of them
well, that's
for
Texas
peanut
Roadhouse.
allergies. People.
Okay, Five Guys is not gonna be they do everything in peanut oil there. It's like it's a peanut